We are at the start of the Cherahola Skyway. See over there is the sign that used to say notice to motorcycles, 5,000 foot elevation changes, 25-mile-an-hour turns, etc. All that kind of good stuff. It just tells you about the road. It's about 40 miles long, so we're going to have a good time today. Alright, so I got the other camera going just in time to get behind two people. It's alright though. Plenty of passing places on the Skyway. Super early March. It's like the 1st of March. So it's in the 60s here. So we're going up Cherahola Skyway. We'll go up to 5,000 feet elevation. It gets pretty chilly up there. So, but we're good to go. We're tough. As I mentioned very early in the year on the Cherahola Skyway, you can see there's still stuff on the road where they put stuff down for snow and ice and stuff. This is not a good day to be whizzing through here like a maniac. Go ahead and pass you if you don't mind. I'm going to pass you if you do mind. So you do get some amazing views, especially right now where the trees are all bare. You can actually see through them a little bit to see what you can't see during the summer. You know, everybody comes here and they ride Tail of the Dragon, and then they do Cherahola Skyway, or maybe the opposite or whatever. But the big difference you notice is it's a lot faster Cherahola Skyway, because the curves are usually a lot bigger, more sweepy kind of turns. Whereas Tail of the Dragon's a lot more rapid fire. You know, lots of turns, lots of turns, lots of turns all the time. And this one you have some space in between them. And like I said, there are these big, wide, really big sweepy turns like this one we're going through right now. But it was 60 where I camped at, and now it's already down to 52. And we're just really getting started going up, which it is pretty early in the day. It's before noon, so I expect it to get a bit chilly up toward the top here. We kind of got the road to ourselves this morning though. So really, the only thing I know of that's in front of us is there was a Mustang. I always think it's funny whenever I ride Cherahola Skyway, I start off, you know, I'm 55, 65, whatever, being mostly tame, even though the speed limit is less than that, just so you're aware. Then the further I ride it, the more aggressive I get. Go, still going up, and it's down to 49 degrees now. So we lost 3 degrees in about the last 2 or 3 miles. Definitely going up. Elevation 4,000 feet is what that little sign just said. So we got another 1,000 feet to go. Big old sweepy turn. Beautiful. Really is a fantastic road that exists for no other reason other than to just drive through. I think that's awesome. We need more roads like that. No services, no gas stations, no restaurants, no souvenir crap. None of that stuff. Kind of watching these darker areas of the pavement like it's just back there. It was cold enough last night, there could be some ice lingering around. And as you know, ice and motorcycles are not good friends. Beautiful turn right here. Look at that. It's a pretty road from above. That's a pretty road from right here. Getting ready to have a really, really good view off to the right. Over there. And now we're down to 45 degrees. You can see the speed limit there. This is steep enough that it's not pulling very hard, and I'm in 4th. I mean, it's pulling, don't get me wrong, but not as hard as it normally would. Lost another degree in temperature. Alright, so these poles up here have a little bit of a story I can tell you about. See the 2 gray poles there sticking out and hanging out over the road? Those are for squirrels of some sort. Apparently the squirrels jump around the trees and they couldn't jump from one side of the road to the other, so they were going across the road and getting run over. So they put these poles up and then climb up the poles and jump to the other side of the road. I've never seen one of them do it, but I'm assuming they can and do at some point. I don't know. I think it's all downhill from here, so that was about 5,000 feet, even though I think somebody stole the sign. The trailhead over there. So it got down to 43 degrees. That's what it's showing right at the moment, assuming that was the top, but I'll start warming back up as we go down now. Which I'd be okay with, because 43 is
noticeably chilly. Nope, we're still going up. I guess I was wrong. Very windy today, blowing me around a bit. And we're definitely going downhill now, so we got down to a low of 42. But these yellow things you see on the guardrails, that's a relatively new thing. That's actually for motorcyclists, because it keeps them from going in there underneath it and getting slammed into the poles. So it's supposed to prevent injury. I don't know. But it would be better to do that than to get pinned in between, you know, go underneath the guardrail and smack into one of those wood beams. This is a Tennessee thing. You see these white squares on both sides of the road? I noticed they do that sometimes before really tight turns. And I think it's just to kind of get your attention. Because I don't really think they serve any other purpose than that. And they try to keep you on your side of the road, I think is what they're there for. They're only on this side, they're not on the other side. I'm assuming that's because this is the downhill part and that's going uphill, so maybe a little less likely to be carrying a little too much speed into them or something. Making their way down the mountain rather quickly now. Very much enjoying how much wind protection the 1200 Tiger has right now too, because I can tell you doing this on the Scrambler with no wind protection would be much, much colder, because the Tiger knocks probably 80% of the wind off of you. Keeps it off your lower body really good, so you can get out and ride when it's a little cooler and not be uncomfortable and not have to wear a bunch of layers and heated suits and all that stuff. Although I am a fan of heated suits. So when they say it's 40 miles long, I assume that they're measuring it to the end and then coming back too. We're not going to do that. We might come back up it later, but right now I'm going to ride on over to Tellico Plains, which is about 15 more miles. Oh, we have finally caught up with that Mustang. Figured we would eventually, but we're pretty much at the end now, so we basically just got a completely clean run all the way through Cherahola Skyway. No other traffic, no other bikes, no cops, no wildlife, nothing. That was awesome. Check out that view though. Look at that. That is pretty.